Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career.
A mass casualty situation in New Orleans as 10 people are killed and at least 30 others injured as a vehicle plows into a crowd in New Orleans, the heart of the French Quarter on Bourbon Street. This happening at 3:15 a.m. The police chief confirming that a man driving a pickup truck at a fast pace, as she describes it, intentionally trying to run over as many people as they could. In their words, not a DUI situation. They were hell-bent on creating carnage and damage. Police chief also saying that after the vehicle crashed, that the suspect opened fire, hit 2 police officers. They were shot. They're currently in stable condition. As far as those at least 30 people who were injured, many have been transported to University Medical Center, which is around 8 minutes away from Bourbon Street. It is the only trauma center in Southeast Louisiana. We also know 10 people are dead. On the side of this crash and this vehicle running into a very busy crowd of people at 3:15 who are still celebrating the new year. We also know that they were looking into an IED, an unexploded device as well. And there was a suspicious package, and law enforcement also looking into that a block or two away on Bourbon and Orleans.
It's become all too familiar. We saw it with the Tennessee, Nashville trans attacker that they tried to suppress the leftist manifesto and were able to do it for over a year so they could blame right-wingers. Of course, we've had famous Islamic truck attacks in New York where they would suppress the news that he was screaming Allah Akbar. There are literally hundreds of examples of this. Just a few weeks ago in the German attack at the Christmas festival, they tried to suppress that he was a big leftist and had been a darling of the BBC. And at first they just said that a truck had, basically attacked and killed the people and not a psychotic terrorist. Well, now it's happening again in the New Orleans attack earlier this morning, where an individual dressed in military fatigues, who looks Middle Easternish, but he could be Hispanic or something else, plowed a white Ford pickup truck into New Year's revelers, killing at least 10 and seriously wounding dozens of others. And there was reportedly a flag on the back of his vehicle, and there's photos of that. We have it posted here. And now it appears that the authorities, probably the FBI, because they're usually the ones that cover stuff up, have put a tarp over it and bound it down so when they drive the truck out or haul it off, people can't see the flag. Now, if this was a right-winger, you would never hear the end of it. As we've seen in the few cases where a right-winger did do some type of terrorist activity, almost all of it is leftist, not just here, but around the world. So that's the big question. What are they hiding? First, we're hearing from Fox News. This truck came across the border 2 days ago at Eagle Pass into Texas from Mexico. Now we're hearing that it was registered in Houston. But why is he in camo? Why is he in combat boots? And why aren't we hearing the details of it in these press conferences? They are saying that it is a terrorist attack. So we'll be covering all of this as it unfolds today. We've got big streams going right now with some of the top interviews we've had on the attempt to roll out bird flu 2.0 and COVID-style lockdowns. That's all on the feeds right now at Real Alex Jones on this January 1st, 2025, first transmission of the year. I'll be following reports throughout the day.
Good morning. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy.
Last night, we had over 300 officers out here. And because of the intentional mindset of this perpetrator who went around our barricades in order to conduct this, he was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did. Because of the nature and the indices that we have on the scene, and we have enough information that the FBI will be taking over this investigation. And with that, I am going to be asking, this is the assistant agent in charge. This is Agent Duncan, Special Agent Duncan. And she has taken over this case on behalf of us and the FBI. As always, we will be in partnership with all of our partners. But Agent Duncan, if you want to have a few words for me.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning. My name is Alethea Duncan. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge for FBI New Orleans. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found, and we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street, specifically from Canal Street to St. Anne. That is my ask. Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on.